In this video, I'm going to be talking about a Minolta that I think it kind of sounds more like a superhero than a camera. I'll be talking about Minolta's Maxxum 300 SI. A Vintage Tale presents The Adventures of an Amateur Camera. Side A.
Faster than a speeding shutter.
Maxxum Minolta.
What's going on, guys? Now, as I mentioned in the intro, this name, the Maxxum, okay, to me that totally brings to mind like a superhero character, right? But it also kind of it's kind of has like a 90s vibe, right? And in that, I guess that would make sense because this thing was released mid-90s, I think around 95. This is the Maxxum, and I believe it's also called the Dynax in other parts. This is the American version. The Dynax was sold elsewhere. Same camera, different name. But what this is, it's like, honestly, it's a glorified point and shoot. You know what? It would be kind of compared to nowadays, like they have those bridge cameras. That's probably what this would be. It's not quite an SLR, but it's not quite a point and shoot. It's like a point and shoot on crack.
All right.
So that's a good comparison for you. You can do a little bit more, but just not enough. Does that make sense? So I'll take a minute and I'll do the rundown and let you know what I thought about shooting with it. And it shouldn't take too long because, you know, there's not much to it. I'll just do a run through real quick and point everything out for you. Alrighty, starting up on the top, you switch it on over here. Man, you can hear that bad boy gets locked and loaded right away. Now, this is going to be mainly shot in program mode, I would assume. You do have scene modes up here, and you change it by this big old button that says mode. Makes sense to me. It's going to go and point an arrow to portrait, landscape, macro, speedy guy running, and then night portrait, cycle back to program. And right now your flash, it says it's in automatic. You can go ahead and you can change that by hitting your little flash button up here. You can go from automatic to always on to always off. Okay, this is your red eye reduction right here. You push that on and off. This is going to go between your single self-timer and then multi-shot or continuous shot. And basically just push that. So now you have self-timers on. Now you have your continuous time. And I'm not going to go through this because I actually have a roll of film in this. But you guys know what continuous is. You push the button and it just keeps on trucking. Single, timer, continuous. That's all you got. So let's go back to single. And on the front side, we've got two little only buttons. Your autofocus or manual button right here. And this is your lens release. Push that in, turn your lens. Lens will pop off. On the bottom side is your battery door. And this will take a 2CR5. And also your rewind is right here. You're going to push that in maybe with like a pen tip or a paper clip or something. Battery door right there, which I will not open because I do have film in it. And that's really all there is to it, guys. It's just like a mega simple camera, and it's kind of fun to shoot, really. You know, it's lightweight. You know, I wouldn't mind carrying this all day. You know, I've maybe shot 5 or 6 rolls through this already. I have one in there now. You know, that's a testament to if it's a pain in the butt to shoot, I'm just not gonna. I'll test it with a roll or two, and that's it. But you know, it's been kind of a joy. So I've run a bunch of rolls through it, and you know, I've been happy with it. Now I would imagine that this camera, when it was released, probably was kind of marketed towards like the enthusiast, amateur enthusiast, where They want more than a point and shoot, but they don't want to step into SLR land yet. That's probably kind of what the target market was for this. And I think if that was the case, then it's a perfect match. It's really easy to use, and it kind of gives you the feel of an SLR camera without all the confusing dials, right? Now, the autofocus performance on this, for a 23-year-old camera, not bad at all. It has phase detect. I saw in the manual, which actually I'll link down below. I'll make that available for you. But it's has phase detect, and it picked up pretty much everything. Low light, it was obviously it's just not going to be a total winner. But it's not bad. The only thing that I had an issue with was when there was a little bit of a close foreground and background that I was kind of trying to go for. It would get a little bit confused. But aside from that, it really had no issues for being as old as it is. So my final thoughts on the 300 SI. If you're looking for something that's just like a grab and go camera, this fits the bill perfect. I don't know that I would keep this as my main camera. Me personally, maybe this might be everything that you want in a camera, and that's awesome. For me, I want a little bit more functionality, but with that said, I did run 6 or 7 rolls through this thing. I have a roll in the back right now. It can't be that bad, right? It is. It's just fun and it's easy to shoot. So it's not a bad deal at all, especially between $25, $35 on eBay with a lens. That's great. That about wraps it up, guys. If you've enjoyed the video, if you could do me a favor and please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, every week, sometimes twice a week or more, I'm coming out with new videos. Some are overviews like this. Other videos are how-tos, instructional videos, but everything that is getting released is film photography related. So if that's your thing, then go ahead and I'll put a little button thingy over here. You can hit that, subscribe, and you'll get notified every time we release something, and you'll get the latest and the greatest. So I guess until next time, we'll see ya.